The place, the Abu Sharia area, is in the Asabra neighborhood of Gaza City. The time was the evening of Thursday, the 23rd of November. The event was a about which no one knew anything. 93 people were martyred in it, including myself, my husband, and my son. My name is Jeihan Abu Sharia. I was 48 years old. On that day, we were preparing to catch our breath from the war and gather our scattered belongings after the news circulated about the start of a ceasefire that would extend for 2 weeks. A few hours before the scheduled ceasefire, everyone was hoping that everything would be better, even temporarily. However, I felt that these hours would be my last in this world. I told my daughter about these fears, and merely minutes later we heard the sounds of intense near our home. My heart sank further, especially since my husband and son were outside the house at that time, and their return was prevented due to the road closures. Not long passed before we heard violent knocking on the door, and it was my brother telling me that my husband urgently wanted to see me. In a hurry, I went with my brother, not caring about the cut-off roads or the lurking occupation machinery. We arrived at the site of the raid, where I found my husband lying on the ground with his severed foot next to him as a result of the and just a step away from him, my son was also lying on the ground, his hand amputated. I did not know what to do. I approached my husband, where signs of impending death were evident on him. He only uttered one sentence.
Jeihan, take care of yourself and the children.
After that, he repeated the testimony of faith and passed away. I carried my son, holding his amputated hand with him. Like one possessed, I entered the first house I encountered from the family's homes, screaming for help. But just a few minutes later, it felt as if the sky had fallen on us, and the earth had swallowed us up. It was nothing but another raid that reunited me with my husband and 93 other family members. We all perished in a that no one knew anything about for many long days. No one could notify the rescue teams due to communication outages and road closures. In fact, only the bodies of 11 martyrs were recovered out of the 93 confirmed martyrs present at the site. How many massacres have occurred in secrecy? And how many souls were lost in them?